What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to LTH. My name is Abe, and in this episode of our series of how to set up a home lab, we're going to discuss Tailscale service. Now, real quick, this is going to be a lengthy intro, so if you don't want to watch it, go to the timestamps below and go straight to the installation portion. I'm just going to explain what Tailscale is and how it differs from a normal VPN for those who are unaware. We do have a website, so if you guys are ever confused, you can go to our website, our Homelab series tab, and then find the episode that you're watching. It's also linked down below in the description, and then you can follow a step-by-step tutorial from there, as well as copyable commands and screenshots. Okay, so what is Tailscale? This is just a high-level overview of what Tailscale is. We can see we have a home network wherever you're connected or wherever you are at remotely, and you're creating a direct connection between your two devices using a WireGuard tunnel. So this is not a VPN. As they explain, this is a mesh network, right? A service that streamlines connecting devices and services securely across different networks. So you're not getting access out to the internet when you have two devices connected together. Essentially, take these two separate networks, put them in this red box, and now it's your home network, right? You've virtualized your home network, and now you can access your home network externally using a secure tunnel going through a Tailscale server. Now, for the security-minded folks, Tailscale does not have access to any of your data because the keys at which the open source WireGuard protocol is hosted on your devices. So it never terminates the connection. It simply allows you to route traffic through the public internet and back to your home network, thus making these two devices appear as if they were on the same home network. Okay? So a VPN differs in two ways. Most of you probably think of a VPN as a way to access the internet. It goes through a VPN server. It is then terminated at the VPN server so they can see who's requesting the information. They add their IP onto it, and then it goes out to the internet, and you request the data that you want to appear as if you are in a different region or as a different individual, right? So this is not a peer-to-peer device network. This is making you access information through a secure tunnel to keep other people from snooping, but the VPN company themselves know what you're doing, right? Or if you work remotely, it would go over the internet, but it would look like a secure VPN tunnel over the internet, and it is terminated. It is then terminated at your company's location and their server, and then you can access your company's resources locally, right? So that's the difference. It's separate networks that you're connecting to via a tunnel, where this with Tailscale is making you appear as if your devices are on the same network, but geographically you are actually not located where your home network is. Okay, so what we need to do is create a virtual machine for our Tailscale environment. I'm not going to do anything fancy here. I'm just going to go through these basic settings: ISO image, leave system the same, drop disk to 15 gigs, don't do any less or it won't install. 2 sockets, leave this at 2 gigs. You could drop this down to a half a gig once you're done with the installation process, but until then, to be able to install this properly, it needs 2. Next, and finish, and then wait for this VM to populate over here, and then go through the installation GUI. I'm not going to show how to do that because I've shown that in a previous video, so you can always look at our playlist series and go through that if you've never set up a virtual machine in Proxmox before. But the only thing you make sure that you do is do SSH, right? Make sure you enable that during the installation process. Pause this video, come back. Okay, so this has now been set up, so I'm just going to open up, go here, open up my CMD, and we're going to SSH into this machine. SSH learn at 192.168.50.222. Yes. Our password, and we are in. So I'll make this big real quick. We need to just grab a single command off of Tailscale's website. So I just went to tailscale.com/download, but click the Linux tab. We will click this install one command script. Type it in here. It gave us the little curly things for some reason, so I'll get rid of those and click enter. And then we need to type our password one more time to start this install with sudo privileges. And once this is installed, I will unpause this video. Okay, so we didn't even need to pause it because that was super quick. But you can see now it wants us to do sudo tailscale up. And so we type sudo tailscale up, and it's going to start this for us, and then we need to authenticate with Tailscale at this website. So I'm going to hold down my control key, left click. It opened that for us right here. And then you can create an account if you don't have one with Tailscale using any of these methods. We're going to use Google. We are going to use our Learn@Homelab test email address and click continue. And then you're about to connect the device to Tailscale at this email address, and we are successful. We're going to wait a couple seconds, and this will push us over to Tailscale's website, or I should say the panel, right? And now we're just going to say what we're using this for. Personal use, click next, and then we need to add a second device. So you can copy this command or go ahead and download this app, whatever you want to do. In our case, I already have Tailscale downloaded, so what we need to do is just log in on that other device with Tailscale, which I will show on my phone right now, and then these two devices will be connected. Okay guys, I apologize, I'm stitching this in after the fact, so hopefully this edits in smoothly, but when we've created this virtual machine with Tailscale on it, we need to make it an exit node, because within our Proxmox server environment, it's an individual virtual machine at its own IP address, but we want to be able to access the other virtual machines and their IP addresses remotely, so this needs to be an exit node. Our traffic from our phone comes in, gets requested at our Tailscale virtual machine, and then we access our NextCloud virtual machine through exiting our virtual machine node. So the first thing that we want to do is SSH into our NextCloud environment, type in our password. I'll make this bigger, and then we need to type in a couple commands. So this will all be linked on the website, but we are going to create echo at this file location a folder that advertises this node as an exit node, our Tailscale virtual machine as an exit node. And then we're just going to type in the password to confirm that. We can see our IPv4 and v6 forwarding has been set. And then we need to advertise this as an exit node now that those settings are available. So sudo tailscale set advertise exit node, sudo tailscale up, restart the service. And then the last command we need to do is sudo tailscale up advertise this route, your LAN network IP address range. So like in my case, that would be the 192.168.50.0/24. Okay, so you need to make sure you do 0/24 insider notation to get your whole home network's address range like this. Okay, and that is what you are going to put in, and then you're going to click enter, and that's been set. So now we're going to log in to our Tailscale environment over here on the far right. Well, first of all, you wouldn't see anything here, but you're going to now see the exit node and a subnet option. When you click these three bubbles, you click edit route settings, and then you can enable this node as your exit node because we gave permissions locally through SSH, and then we gave it an IP route range locally through SSH. You can save these, and now I'm going to show you on my phone using cellular, not Wi-Fi, that you can remotely access your NextCloud server and any other virtual machines on your network for that matter. Okay, so what I did is I opened the Tailscale app, and then I just logged in with my email address, and I am going to click connect with that same email address, right? And then we are successfully logged in. Okay, so you can see that I'm connected to my phone over cellular, so I'm not on the local network. I'm going to go over to my NextCloud. Okay, so I'm going to log in on the phone app to the NextCloud environment with our respective IP address that we set up. So in our case, it's going to be 192.168.50.1 or 220. So 192.168.50.220. I'm going to click testing connection. Okay, so now I've opened NextCloud. It's a little bit slow because I'm streaming my phone screen over cellular, but if I click on a document thing to open it up to show you or prove to you that this loads, we know that it is working remotely. We can see, once again, it's being laggy because I'm streaming my phone, but it opened that folder and we can browse this with cellular. So we know it works outside of our network and we can access other virtual machines on our network. One more thing I just wanted to show you. Now you can also go back over to your login page and you can see that the device has now connected. I turned Tailscale off on my phone, so there's not a green light, but there would be a green light when it's connected. So you can see these two devices can mesh together, and then you're done. You can go to the admin console, and there you are. You can see a list of all your devices. All right, guys, I hope that makes sense. I hope you enjoy this video. That's it. This is LTH, your host Abe, signing out.